Hey Balancer, and welcome to an episode that is the first of its kind. So many of you who have been following along this journey will know that meditation this year has formed a very new and exciting part of my personal journey. And so, of course, everything I'm learning along the way, I'm seizing every opportunity to share that with you. So in saying that, some of you may recall Tom Sullivan from episode 29. He was our guest then, and I've asked him to come back on and share a guided meditation. So just for a little bit of background, and I'll keep this very brief so we can dive straight in. I met Tom at a few self-development events, and then he actually used to run some meditation at a firm I used to work for. So I've tried and tested these a long time ago. Really love Tom's approach, the way he takes you through a meditation. And so I was thrilled when he agreed to record some for our birthday month. A body scan for me personally is something that immediately takes me out of my head and into my body. I use them almost every single day, and I find 10 minutes is that sweet spot where it's not too short, but it's also not too long that you can make an excuse not to do it. You can literally do it while you're sitting on the train or just in your lunch break. Warning, would not listen to this while you're driving. But if you do want to save this recording and come back to it at a later date, just make a little mental note, and I will pop this in the show notes as well, but you can fast forward to 3 minutes and 25 seconds to skip all of this intro and get straight into the meditation when you want to come back to it. I hope you love this little guided meditation, and feel free to DM me your thoughts if you want to see more of this kind of stuff on the podcast. Over to Tom.
Hello Balancers, my name's Tom Sullivan, and I'm going to run a short guided meditation for you today in celebration for the birthday month. Congratulations Erica on a successful first year of podcasts, and here's to many more. Today we're going to do a really nice, quick, easy exercise. It's called a body scan. It's a really great tool for many things. It's a great way to help you fall asleep. It's a great way to help you practice to go deeper in meditation. It's a great way to deal with overwhelm, and it's a great way to check in. It's a great tool to come into the body. We spend a lot of time up in the top 2 inches, and we sometimes forget to check in with the body. So it's a great way to relieve a bit of tension, to allow the energy to flow through the body, and give us a great base to work from. So you don't need to have anything special for this. You can be sitting on a train or a bus. You could be sitting in the park on your lunch break. You could be lying down in bed, preferably not getting up out of bed in the morning. This might send you back to Nine-Eye Land. But any way that it might deem necessary, I always love teaching this for my students, because you cannot go deeper into practice without getting through the body and starting to really let the body go. So it's a great way to practice to get into these states. So without further ado, if there's any adjustments you need to make, just making sure you're nice and comfortable wherever you are, sitting up, lying down. Make sure you get rid of any distractions. We won't be here for longer than 10 minutes tops. So just putting that time aside for yourself, switching off notifications, whatever it might mean. Just making sure you get rid of any distractions. So the whole practice is about connecting with, coming into the body. So the first thing that we want to do is connect through the breath. So taking a deep breath in through the nostrils, just holding slightly at the top, opening the mouth to let it out. Another deep inhale through the nostrils, filling up the lungs, filling up the stomach. This time, as we open the mouth, I want you to sigh it out. One more deep inhale. Starting to get a sense of stillness, of softness. bringing awareness now to the soles of your feet. Just start by noticing the sensations. Maybe it's the sensation of air moving across bare feet. Maybe it's the sensation of feet inside of shoes, inside of socks. Maybe you're really tuned in, you might feel heat or cold, a tingling, a pulsing. I want you to start to imagine and feel that awareness drawing into the body. So draw it into the heels, into the arches, into the toes. Imagine that awareness moving through the muscles, blood, tissues, bones. And what does it feel like? Maybe letting the toes just spread a little bit wider. To really start to soften, to release in the feet. Might feel nice just to give it a bit of a rest, let go. How does it feel again to find softness in the ankles? To let go of the calves. To find softness in the shins. What does it feel like to really soften into the back of the knees? Into the kneecaps, behind the kneecaps. What does it feel like to relax the thighs? Soften the back of the legs, letting go of the hamstrings. What does it feel like in the body to soften into the glutes, into the groin, into the hip flexors, all around the space in the waist, in the lower stomach? It's a real emotional storehouse. So just give yourself a little bit of compassion as you move through this space. Might feel good to take a deep breath in, right into the middle of the waist. Soften on the exhale. As many of those as you need. Sometimes when we're doing this practice, trapped emotion can release. You might cry or laugh, whatever it might be. These sensations might come up. That's okay. It's all part of the process. There's no need to tell a story about what it is. It's just a release. Softening the stomach. Starting to let go of the lower back, through the middle of the back. That softness through the rib cage, up into the chest. Starting to relax the shoulders, feeling them melt away from the ears. Softening the tops of the arms. What does it feel like in the body to relax your elbows? To soften the forearms, the wrists. To relax the palms, the tops of the hands. Gently, slowly, all the way out to the tips of the fingers. Do you feel any tingling or pulsing in this extremity of the body? What does it feel like to really let go of the back of the neck? To soften the throat. And in another one of these spots where we hold a lot of tension, what does it feel like to slacken the jaw fully? letting go of the mouth, the gums, the tongue, letting go of the nose. What does it feel like to really soften into the cheeks? To let go of the eyelids, eyebrows. Start to find a real softness behind the eyes. Letting go of the temples, back of the head, the forehead, and finally a softness in the crown of the head. Stillness, softness through the body. Starting to tune in to the electricity that moves through the body. Maybe noticing that from the crown of the head. Imagine it running down through the throat, down the spine, out the arms, out the fingers, all the way through the body, out the toes. Softness, stillness. Body is just existing, no effort, no stress. Stay here for as long as you want to. Take as much time. Maybe before you get up, a little bit of gratitude, thinking of a few things you can find a genuine gratefulness for today. Be good to yourself, take care of yourself, and go easy on your body. And whenever you feel that overwhelmed, just coming in, checking in. A few deep breaths. Take as long as you need. And take care.